A brutal correction yesterday was seen in the markets. From the top, it was actually around about 6.52%. It was bad, and that was because of the Israel attack on Iran. Now, if we go over to, I don't know why it's going over to sport, because we need to check the news to see what is going on. BBC News, the most politically correct site in the whole world, the one that feeds us no lies. However, Israel launches fresh wave of strikes on Iran after hitting nuclear and military sites overnight. Look at that, that is pure destruction. And that is why the market had a massive sell-off. Massive. And yeah, that is crazy, to be honest. Because hopefully this doesn't escalate. Because if the war news escalates, we could be seeing further downside. Bitcoin looks like it is bouncing and recovering. It is back up to 105,656, but these markets still are very uncertain. Somebody still wants to nuke and drop these markets. I don't know why. It's annoying. We're not getting rate cuts. It's crazy. Because a lot of people were down. Even this guy, he was down a lot. Yesterday he was down like 2 million, but now he's up 73k. He's recovering. But market reactions to invasions and wars, buy the invasion, buy the invasion, buy the invasion, buy the invasion, buy the invasion. It may see further downside, but usually buying the invasion isn't the worst tactic in the world, especially if you are DCAing. Thankfully, I told you on my Telegram yesterday I'm closing all my positions, and I did. And I saved myself a massive drop, you know. And I've started DCAing back in. The target is now, for me, 100k. Don't get me wrong, this may be a bullish hammer candle. However, I still think we can come down to about 100k. It respects the third angle trend line. 90k is still on the agenda. I feel like 90k is a perfect spot to bounce from, because it'll still be a higher low, and we can still bounce forwards and upwards into a massive bull market whilst allowing for rate cuts and getting them, because the market will be in turmoil, the S&P will be going down, and it gives them an excuse to cut rates for us to fling higher. That's the minimum, I believe, that we need to go to. And quarter threes are usually bearish, so that could be a reason for them to cut rates. I don't know why USA are taking so long to cut these damn interest rates. It's annoying, because the dollar, the DXY, is going down in value massively. It is just free falling. Look at that. What percentage drawdown is that from 110? That's an 11% move. It's moving like a crypto. That is nasty. I also told you guys about gold. I told you I was buying in the cycle low, and we've had continuation and pumpiness, which is showing in my actual portfolio. The only thing that is underperforming is Apple. You could probably buy some more right now, because I think Apple will resume to the upside. Let's have a little look at the SPX 500 before we go into gold, because I'm now in profits on gold. The S&P, is this going to be a rollover type of thing, or is this actually going to resume to the upside? Because if it is, then we could see a major bull market, or they're going to wait for a major correction before we go higher and see prices such as 7,500, because the dollar's going to get printed like crazy. So, moving on swiftly to gem hunters. BTC had a large drop from Israel attacking Iran's nuclear facilities. This will turn into a great buying opportunity, as the liquidations are now over 1 billion and everything is starting to reset. So all the liquidations below is on Bitcoin. It's all basically taken out all the liquidation levels, and the liquidation looks like it's above us now. There's a little bit around this region, but not too much. So I think it gives us a time to reset and go higher, because things look like it was oversold finally on the charts. If we move over to bookmarks, anything substantial here? Good job selling your bag to BlackRock before the biggest bull ever, because World War III was trending on Twitter. Oh my word, that is a violation. That was me just before. You can't sell into the news. Like, if you were going to sell now, it's stupid, because this is probably the bottom. Look at this guy. Minus 2 million down. World War III, bruh. All BTC pairs have now hit 0.32, which seemed like the most obvious short-term target. I think its eventual target is 0.25, but it has been a long journey. It's going to go down a lot more, man. We have to come down to this region before we see resumption, so there's no point buying any more altcoins, especially the teeny tiny caps, before we hit that region. Yeah, he bought at a good price here. So he bought at 103,800 and 2,486, and he's already in the profits, which is mad. Israel-Iran conflict, 1 billion liquidation cascade. And it shows BTC bounced 9.4% in 4 days after. Russia-Ukraine ran from 42k to 69k. And current setup 1 billion, sitting at 103k, just 7% under all-time high. That just shows, usually on the war events, it nukes it and then we go higher. It liquidates everyone. Apparently Israel struck Iran preemptively. Looks like Israel also blew up my crypto gains. What the hell is going on in the market? Who's ready for this? I feel like this is max pain. This is max pain because everyone wants the bull market to happen so quick. It might just go sideways. That's the max pain. We may go higher the early cycle. It is likely, but I feel like that's the max pain. So expect that. I'm confident that I've identified some key AI agents or leading AI agents that will represent each of the 16 agentic commerce protocol. I need virgin points on virtuals. That thing is making millionaires. Also, he's got a load of agents here. Okay, I'm gonna watch his new video and I'll get some more alpha for you guys. BTC correlation with M2 continues. Healthy pullbacks expected. This is too correlated. I don't know if I like this. This is way too correlated. It's fishy. It is fishy. Do not follow this chart. Too many people know. Follow Omikami, you must. Make history, you will. Because Elon Musk posted a video. Like a Star Wars video. Like, it just seems like it's all aligning, but it seems too good to be true. Luna 2.0. Virgin fans, we need to talk. You all aren't paying attention to Luna. Official flagship AI agent of Virtual. She's no longer just your typical KOL AI agent. She's involved in AI creator platform. Leads Cluster 2, the media powerhouse, down more than 10x from an all-time high. But make no mistake about it, Luna is set to skyrocket later this year as the ACP gains momentum. AI creator platform, Luna. I remember buying Luna. I swear it was 100 million market cap. Luna by Virtuals. This looks like it's been wrecked. 18 million market cap. It looks dead and out of the water. Wow, it's doubled from its absolute bottom, but it could fly higher. Anything could though. Anything could. Damn, and Bit Elite, who usually gets things wrong. I say wrong. He usually gets things right. Let me rephrase that. 11 to 12, he marked the top, and now till the 17th to the 18th, we're going to find a bottom. We may even find the bottom on Monday. It depends. We could be a few days out, but usually he is correct about this sort of thing. Highest ETH dominance since March 2020. What is value? Not just price, purpose. Base is uploading videos. Are these like NFTs or what? Look for coins like this. Facts.
$1,000 on Chill Guy, Cuckoo Coin. I'm down like $800,000 on Chill Guy. So, but the situation is the following, right? Like they haven't figured out the whole IP thing. Like they don't have the green light in that front.
800k on Chill Guy. Be careful who you follow and which influences you follow. You might be cooked.
I walked into the Rolex shop the other day. I saw a nice piece. I'm like, okay, I'm going to buy it. Okay, sounds good. Let me put in a deposit. I'm like, I'll come pick it back tomorrow. Okay, sounds good. On my way the next day to pick up the watch, I have to call the bank. Not because I don't have enough money, but because I have to get permission for them to enable a $50,000 spend. That's fucked. What happens if they say no? Oh, they'll never say no. Well, that's your misunderstanding of financial institutions. That's your misunderstanding of how banks work. Because when you put your money into the bank, you're betting on the bank not defaulting. You're betting on the bank giving you the money back. You're betting on the bank being solvent. When you deposit money into the bank, your money isn't safe. I walked into the Rolex.
Bro, I don't trust banks. I trust them less and less after he said that. Imagine being that guy. If you think you're having a bad day, this guy had 8.5k in Aura sold, and it could have been 1.3 million. If you think you're having a bad day, somebody else having a lot bad of a day.
It's actually really You know what people don't understand about crypto? It's that during times of war or geopolitical uncertainty, it's actually really bullish for Bitcoin and the rest of the crypto industry. Let me explain. Right now, Israel, Iran, and the US are all edging towards war. And markets hate uncertainty. Typically, you'll see stocks crash, national fiat currencies fall. But during all of this chaos, people are constantly looking for a safe place to park their money. You'll notice that in every major conflict, gold constantly surges. Why? Because it's a safe haven asset. People trust gold, it stood the test of time. So when the world becomes increasingly unstable, people look for a store of value to put their money in, like gold. But in today's world, gold isn't the only store of value that we have. Bitcoin is a digital version. It's borderless, it's portable, and it's immune from government control. It's where people park their money when they don't trust the system anymore. And during times of geopolitical uncertainty and war, people typically don't trust their governments and they don't trust the system. So they're looking for a place to store their money, which is immune from all of that corruption. During times of war, whether you live in a conflict zone or whether you're simply observing, capital will always flee to hard assets. You have to understand that as the world becomes increasingly unreliable, people desperately need a place to park their money that is reliable and that is predictable. And nowadays, that means Bitcoin, and it also means stable coins. Bitcoin does what gold does, but it does it better because it's digital. Bitcoin doesn't care about borders, it doesn't take sides, it just works. War is extremely ugly, but the flight to safety is real. And while the threat of war is constantly increasing, people are quietly running to Bitcoin, the best safe haven asset that we have to date.
I don't know about that, but I think both will survive. And if you're not into one of them, you're going to miss out massively over the coming years. So don't just be biased on one thing because you are biased because you like crypto. You need to have an open mind. I was thinking this stock might have dumped massively, especially because their plane crashed. So I actually searched it on the market, BA, Boeing. And it's not actually tanked too hard, so I was thinking to stay away from it. There's no point in me even researching about it. I need a further tank, especially if I don't believe in your project and haven't researched it before. I need yo, gold is looking nice, bro. Gold is looking nice, bro. I probably should have bought a lot more, but I thought that amount of value over that short period of time was a lot to invest. But maybe I was wrong. Maybe I was wrong. Right, so that is the market update. Let's see if the war does escalate. World War III was trending on Twitter, and people think it may be over. Did World War III just start? Yo, that's the thumbnail, bruv. That's mad. that is madness, bro. Let me actually steal that from you, bro, because you have got a lot of engagement and I'm trying to steal that for myself. You get me? World War III, kind of sick. It's kind of mad, bro. So I'm gone for a few days and World War III breaks out. Yeah, it's because of you, bro. It's because of you. I'm tired of World War III jokes. Wow, bro. I thought it'd actually be World War III content, but is everyone just making memes? World War III talks.